everyone. It has been a while. It's been a minute. So, welcome back to my channel and welcome to episode 3 of House Hunting on Long Island. I'm excited to share, which you've already seen in the title. Got a house! House, we're officially in contract. I'm not going to tell you which house right away. I'm going to show you both houses. There's only 2 houses to show in this episode. I'm going to show you both houses, take you through the tours, and then I will tell you what I liked and disliked after that, and then I will tell you which house we got. After you see the tours, put in the comments and guess which house you think we got. If you didn't see episode 2, go check out episode 2. I will leave it linked above. We saw a bunch of houses in that episode, and I explained a lot about why we didn't get them, etc., etc. We went back the following weekend after episode 2's weekends, and we only were scheduled to see 2 homes. They were both open houses, and there just wasn't anything else that we liked enough to want to see or anything. So it was a little discouraging on that end. And we were also pretty discouraged because, if you didn't know, 2 houses that we had accepted offers on fell through at inspection. And then on top of that, there were other offers that didn't get accepted. So at this point, we were feeling a little bit discouraged, but it is what it is. And we had to keep trucking along to find our home. Let me take you and show you the 2 tours now, and then I'll get back to you after to tell you what we thought. So as soon as you walk in, you're right in the living room. You have this nice big window that faces towards the front. There's carpet in the living room, dining room, and throughout the hallway, but the seller's agent said that it's hardwood underneath, so that is good. We could just refinish the floors and it'll be great. So the dining room brings you right into the kitchen. The kitchen definitely needs some work. The whole house is pretty outdated, as you can see, but the kitchen needs a lot of work. But I have vision for it, and I could totally see what could be done there. It definitely was really clean, which was a plus. The cabinets, everything, very clean. I love pantries like this, by the way, with pull-out shelves. But they really definitely took their time to clean the whole place, give it some fresh paint. So I really appreciated that. Even the fridge was really clean. But I checked all the cabinets, don't you worry, to make sure I didn't see any critters anywhere, because now I am very paranoid about that. We were one of the first people to get to this open house, so luckily we were able to take our time and really look at everything and not feel rushed at all, because there's nothing worse than going through an open house and not really feeling like you got to see everything. But I'm just walking down to this little extra room that they have here. That's how you get to the backyard. There's a window, and then there's a door that brings you to the garage, and the basement's to the left, and to the right brings you outside as well. But this would have been a great work area for me, for my office. Then we have our wonderful realtor, Tim. If you are looking for a home on Long Island, then let me know and I'll hook you up with him. I actually went to high school with him. They had this great they had this great closet right next to the front door with this brick that I was trying to figure out if it was real or not, but it most definitely is not real. So this is the smallest of the bedrooms. Pretty basic, just a plain bedroom. They painted all the bedrooms white, so it had a nice fresh coat. All of the bedrooms had hardwood floor in it, so that was good. Just refinish it, like I was saying. The bathroom I was so impressed by because it was in such good shape. Like, this house is pretty old, and the bathroom was just so clean, especially that shower. I think that shower is the cleanest shower I've seen since looking at houses, but it looked really good. This is the master bedroom. That looks like a little area for the attic right there in that bigger closet. And then the master bedroom has this little half bath, which obviously needs work, but I don't mind that, and I look at it as a blank canvas and I could do whatever I want to it. So I kind of like that. That's the window that you see in the full bath. It's right next to it. I guess that's for light, to bring some light into the full bath. I'm not really sure. This was the last of the bedrooms. This was the third bedroom and I think the second largest. So it just had a closet, again, just a basic bedroom. It was repainted white, same floors that need to be refinished. And it did have this shelving unit on the wall, but it seems like it can be taken down pretty easily, so that's fine. Now here we're going down into the basement. The basement was super clean. It was just one big blank room, which we totally don't mind. We didn't see anything too crazy in here. We did see some like cracks in the foundation and stuff, but we weren't really sure if those were anything to really worry about or not. But we were kind of just trying to take our time, look around, see if we see anything crazy since we got so dogged with the other houses' inspections, and see if anything stands out to us that could be potentially really bad. Like that crack right there was a little suspicious. The garage had a couple suspicious holes in there as well, but nothing too big to worry about. And then the backyard was so great. We really loved it. It's nice and big. It just looks really pretty. The grass is nice, you know. We'd have to put a fence right there, like a higher one. Otherwise, the dogs would be freaking out, barking at the neighbors all the time probably. But aside from that, it was really pretty. So this house was the last house on a dead-end street. We were really excited to come see this one. It's much newer than all the other ones that we have seen so far. You can kind of see the front porch there a little bit. The trees are blocking it, but it is there. And then when you walk in the front door, you're right in the living room. There's recessed lighting all on the first floor of the house, so that's really great. Then the living room brings you right into the dining room and the kitchen. There's a sliding glass door that goes to the backyard, which I absolutely love. And then the kitchen it needs updating. It's definitely stuck in the 90s, but it's still really nice, definitely move-in ready. And one day we could renovate it to whatever we wanted, but it's definitely in great condition. Off the kitchen is a little hallway where you could go into the basement. There's a second bathroom right here, just a half bath with toilet and a sink. It needs updating as well. And then right next to it, you can get into the garage, which you can see they renovated and closed off. The door is still there on the other side, but they built a wall to kind of make it just a room, I guess, for insulation purposes. Then this is the basement. This was a little hard to see because there's a lot of stuff down there. And it was finished, so it was just a little hard to see. Actually, in this room, they have a separate room down here, and look, they have little bunnies. How cute! So now we're going upstairs. The stairs have carpet and the basement has carpet. That's the only carpet in the house. This is the main bathroom. There's no tub, so that's a negative. We would have to put a tub in. But besides that, everything else is good. I mean, it needs to be updated, but that's it. The hallway has the other 3 bedrooms. This is the master bedroom. Very 90s. And a huge plus that I didn't even know was that it had a little walk-in closet, which is awesome. I love it. And now I'll take you through the rest of the bedrooms. As you saw with house number 1, it was definitely an older home that needed to be updated, which was totally fine. We are totally okay with doing updating and renovating. We know that that's probably what we're going to get anyway. There's 3 bedrooms. It was a ranch style home, which you may or may not know. I'm pretty sure I have said it. I'm not a huge fan of ranch homes. I'm not like totally against it. We're not in the position to be that picky to say, no, we're not living in a ranch. But the benefit of a ranch home is that the basement is very big because it's the whole size of the ranch. Whereas like colonials, like the second house, the house is not as long as a ranch, obviously. I just like having it upstairs where everything's a little separated, living space and sleeping space. Is that right? Is that what I mean? This ranch style home had 3 bedrooms. The master bedroom had a half bath in there, which as you could see definitely needed some work. The kitchen needed some work. And then there was a small, I guess it's a den off to the side like you saw. And that would have been where my office was. So it was 3 bedrooms plus that den area, which didn't have a door, but that's totally okay. It had a garage, it had a basement, so that was good. Good. Kitchen, pretty small. Everything needed to be updated.
Tastes like.
I'm gonna go get the papers.
It did seem, the pros were that it did seem very clean in there. It was empty. No one was living there. It seemed clean. It seemed livable, move-in ready, and we could just renovate as we go. Nothing in dire need of renovation. So that was a big plus. The backyard was really big and really pretty. We really liked that. That was nice. If you go back to my wants, it didn't have all the wants, of course, but we could definitely renovate it to make it our own. So house number 2 is a colonial, which obviously I love. Colonials are my favorite houses, and it's definitely the newest house that we have seen. The house was built in 93, which is, or 92, one of those. Way more updated, definitely move-in ready. There was no real big issues with it. A few things that we liked was that it's on a dead end, which is nice, even though I did Google that it's bad luck to be the last house on a dead end. It says that the spirits linger at your house. I don't know, you tell me, is that true? Don't scare me. I don't know, is that true? Obviously, colonial, love it. So this house had a lot of things that were on my dream house list, right? It had a front porch. You can't really see it that well because their trees are overgrown. It's kind of blocking it. It's not a huge front porch, but I don't need a huge front porch. But it had a front porch. It had shutters. It had a sliding glass door in the dining room, which was amazing. It has the capability of having an island. It already kind of has an island. I guess that's an island, right? The kitchen is very small and outdated, I guess, but totally fine until one day we want to renovate the kitchen. The bathrooms are very outdated. We would have to change that, but that's fine. But just overall, the house was much newer. It had white PVC fence. Well, actually the other one did too. But, just everything all together makes it look a lot newer. It was all hardwood everywhere except for carpet on the stairs. One downside is that the basement and the garage were both finished. The garage is an easy fix. They basically closed it off to make it a room, and I guess they do that for kind of insulation so it's not as cold and everything. All you really have to do is take down the wall. The garage door is still there, as you saw. The basement was finished. which makes it harder to see certain things that you might be looking for if there's any issues. You know, like in one of the last houses where it had structural issues, we saw that in the unfinished basement. So, you know, basically everything was great about that house. The greenhouse thing in the back, that seemed like it wasn't in good condition. That house was our favorite house that I wanted to see. Like, we basically went for that house. The other one was there too, and it wasn't bad, but that one was our favorite. And we were really excited to see it. We got house number 2. I tell you, man, it really must be everything happens for a reason. Because if you watched episode 1 and episode 2, where we had 2 houses get accepted offers, we had inspection and they both failed, and I just can't believe that we're getting the house that we're getting now, but we almost got, like, if our inspection would have passed, or we would have been like, okay, and got house number 1, which was a whole thing. Oh my God, what a difference, right? What a difference. What a freaking difference. The crazy part is they were listed at like the same amount of money. Isn't that nuts? It blows my mind. It really blows my mind that's it's crazy, because we were really sad when both houses didn't work out, especially the second house, because we thought for sure that one was going to work out. And now looking back, I'm just like, wow, I'm so glad it didn't. I'm so glad that it didn't work out, because now we have this house that we're in contract. Like, we are in contract. We had inspection. We've done everything. Like, we had the appraisal. We are far in. We are so far deep into the process. I mean, knock on wood, but I don't know. I don't think anything bad will happen. I don't think anything bad could happen. I don't know. The appraisal, I think, was a hurdle to get over. I'm not sure what hurdles are left, so still keep your fingers crossed that this all goes good, but wow. I'm just so grateful that the others didn't work out, and it just shows you really everything happens for a reason. So if you're sitting there and something sucks, and I know it's not what you want to hear, I know it's not, because I didn't want to hear it when, you know, anyone said that to me when the first 2 houses didn't work out. You know, you're not thinking of it that way. But if you're able to think that way and tell yourself, like, this is happening for a reason, something better is going to come along, do it, because wow, I'm just so happy. So yes, we are in contract, and that is our home. So I'm just so happy. Of course, there's like updates that we'll make, and like I was just saying with the bathroom, you know, one day we'll put a tub in. For now, it's totally fine, but you know, of course, it's like very 90s, the house, because it was built in the 90s. It is very 90s, the kitchen, the floor, everything. I feel like it just screams 90s, but that's it. The only thing that needs to be done, which is a huge difference compared to like the very first house that we were going to get. The only thing that needs to be done is we're going to go in, you know, clean and paint the rooms, and that's it. The upstairs rooms. I don't even think we're going to paint downstairs yet, because it's just like white. It's just white. And we were going to do like a white color anyway for our main floor, so we might just leave it. I don't know. I need to look at it again. I find it so crazy how like you spend so much money and you make such a huge purchase, and like I've only been there once, you know, because at inspection we didn't even go to the inspection. Bobby's dad went for us. So, and even if we did 2 times, you know what I mean? It's just so funny. You're making such a huge purchase and you only get to see it for a second. Actually, when we saw that house at the open house, because, you know, we liked it so much, and we were also trying to do a little bit of a better job looking for issues, because as you know, the first 2 houses had issues that we had inspection on. So we're like, okay, if we're going to put offers on these houses, let's like really look ourselves, you know, including our realtor, like to see if we see anything that looks really sketchy, and, you know, maybe ask people about it, blah, blah, blah. So we went back in a second time and we actually viewed it twice. I can't believe that that's the house that we're getting. It really doesn't feel that real. I guess because we're here and you know what I mean? Everything's just like conversations, you know what I mean? It's just crazy, especially because in the beginning we didn't want to get our hopes up, especially before inspection, because inspection last times were so terrible. We actually put offers on both houses, and the first house, the older one, we didn't get. So thankfully we didn't. So I'm very happy. Bobby's very happy. We can't wait to get back to New York, and we cannot wait to just start our life. We feel like we've been on vacation for like a year and a half and we're over it. So we're really excited to get back. And yeah, I guess the next episode for this little series of moving and stuff like that, I don't know. Let me know if you guys are interested, what you're interested in. I was originally gonna do like packing and this and that, but I mean, I don't know. Does anyone want to see me pack? I don't know. I've been packing a little bit like here and there, but now we need to actually start packing like a lot, because it's gonna be here like before we know it. And I don't want to last minute be scrambling. So hopefully in a month we'll be moving, maybe less, I don't know, hopefully. So yeah, let me know what you guys want to see. If I don't do any type of packing or anything like that first, then I'm definitely going to do like an empty house tour, and then I'll explain to you the updates and changes that we'll be making on the house. And I definitely want to document all those things as well. I love doing DIY type stuff, so I definitely want to do that. I definitely want to kind of go like room by room and explain what I want to do, what I want to change, how I want to decorate, and just make over each room as we go, you know. We're not going to do anything big before we move in. Like I said, the only thing we're doing is, you know, whenever we close, we'll go that day. And I mean, hopefully we'll close on a weekend. I don't know. And if we do, then that weekend we'll clean and we'll paint, and then hopefully the next weekend we'll move. Hopefully. So hopefully it all works out that way. I don't know. Who knows? But of course, keep your fingers crossed. I'm really excited to share with you guys this journey, and I hope you'll subscribe if you want to see anything having to do with house-related things and moving and DIY, and of course my normal WW weight loss content, as well as hauls and everything like that. Like this video if you enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Hit your line with you fall through with the light sticks. Maybe help me spark the ideas. We got nowhere else to go. It's only up from there. I've been on my own, just running through the field. Say vivid for the ears. I know that's how they like it. Yeah, I fantasize. Tell me that it's real when it's all said and done. I said it how I feel it. I let them hit the fear of a passive aggressive. Angry black man with a passion. Steady grip while I shoot to the stars with a full clip.